Spoiler alert if you haven't seen WandaVision. Hello there and welcome to Schofield Studios. And today we're going to talk about the new Marvel TV show that has 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. WandaVision. Now trust me, I'll be ranking all the episodes and giving a review of the show as a whole, but today I'm going to ask the question, who is Ralph? If you don't know who I'm talking about, a character in the show, Agnes, kept talking about her husband, Ralph. All the time. But yet we never see him. And now that we know that Agnes is actually Agna the Heartless, I don't think I said that right. But now that we know that Agnes is called Agatha is actually a witch, we have to wonder, who is Ralph? Well, what if I told you that he can actually be the main villain of the show? Keep watching and find out what I'm talking about. Now, to find out who Ralph is, we need to know the person who's been talking about him, Agnes, or now known as Agatha. Now, she's actually from the comics, who is a 400-year-old witch and had connections with Wanda. It turns out she was pulling all the strings, and everything creepy we saw in the show was actually her. Well, that's where we get to our theory. You see, she's been talking about her husband Ralph a lot in her sentences. She literally can't go a minute without talking about Ralph. But we don't actually see the character, which raises a few questions. Who is Ralph, and can he be a villain? Well, we have a few suspects and people who might be Ralph. Now let's begin. In Avengers Age of Ultron, Wanda's brother Pietro dies. But in the show, he comes back to life. But he doesn't look like Pietro. He's actually played by Evan Peters, who plays Quicksilver, the same character, in the Fox X-Men movies. But no, this is not a fun recasting, as many characters in WandaVision bring up how he looks really different. That might be because he is Agatha's husband, Ralph. Even in the post-credit scene, it's shown that he is some type of threat. He also obviously knows more about what Wanda's doing than other people in Westview. Then again, he could just be getting mind-controlled by Agatha. The Mailman showed up in episode 2 of WandaVision. Actually, he was talking to Agnes, like they were friends. In episode 5, he made an appearance when the kids and Wanda were looking for their dog, Sparky. Then he said, "Don't worry, your mother will make sure he doesn't go too far." That is pretty suspicious considering that Wanda is mind-controlling the whole town. Then again, he doesn't show up in the show that much, so if the twist is he is Ralph, it'd probably be a little unsatisfying. If you don't know who Mephisto is, he is basically the Marvel's devil. This makes sense because considering that Agatha is a witch and witches have connections with the devil, it makes sense. Agatha even brought up the devil in occasions, like in episode 2 where he says the devil is around. Well, she doesn't say that, but she mostly does. There's even a theory going around that fake Pietro is Mephisto. And who would be better to replace Thanos as the big Marvel bad guy, than the devil himself? Also, Agatha's rabbit is called Senor Scratchy. And the devil's nickname is Old Scratch. So that kind of fits in. Overall, all three of these theories make sense. And I wouldn't be surprised if they turn out to be Agnes's husband, Ralph. Or Ralph, is just made up. That would make more sense. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe and click the bell to get notified for new content from Schofield Studios. Tell me in the comments who you think Ralph is. This has been Schofield Studios, where you're the audience. And cut.